All right, good morning, everybody. Once again, sorry for the delay. I've been very antsy this morning trying to get this message out to you guys. I woke up extremely early to finish this off. I know what Sabrina goes through now on preparing PowerPoints, but I actually have fallen in love with preparing PowerPoints for you guys for Mondays. And it's just amazing the information you learn as you're gathering information to give to you guys. So hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's family's doing well. Hope everybody's staying safe. I know that I am supposed to be working from home today, but I truly just needed to come into the office and just get some stuff done. So I won't be here all day. I'll be working this afternoon from my home, but I wanted to come in this morning and make sure that this PowerPoint was perfect and there was no issues, but we had a couple obstacles. So again, good morning. Congratulations again for the month of March. I think you guys, the entire team, did an amazing job with the amount of transactions we had. So congratulations and kudos to all the top finishers for the month. So let's get rolling here. So I put together a slide of, I asked Diana if I could do something like this today. Instead of kind of going over just real estate particulars and the how-tos, because we're being taught that by Tom Ferry's team, right? I kind of wanted to do a little bit something on really keeping our mind right and just staying motivated through tough times, right? And I found a lot of information about habits of highly effective real estate agents and how they keep their mind right and staying motivated. So I felt that this was the right time to prepare this slide. So hope you enjoy it. I hope you get something out of it. So how to be a great real estate agent, right? You have to be going all in all the time, right? Let's face it, being a real estate agent isn't for pushovers. As agents, we deal with varying demands of clients and at the same time face an ongoing necessity of increasing our customer base. Oh, and we need to make and close enough deals to make a living, right? It's demanding and high pressure career, but very rewarding if it's worked properly. So how can an agent rise above the competition, setbacks, and obstacles? There is a very small percentage that separate themselves from the rest of the pack. My Exclusive Homes mission statement to you guys: to empower every exclusive home agent to significantly increase their performance in order to achieve a worthwhile purpose here at Exclusive. That's my mission to real estate agents. Let's be proactive, right? We have to manage our time to get ahead. An effective real estate agent is not passive, holding a belief that he or she is at the mercy of the market. Because of the market forces our supply and demand, an effective agent feels the need to be proactive. It is not enough to have leads. You must act upon them. A lead is that not acted upon is a dead lead, period. If you don't reply, if you don't get to your leads, if you don't answer them in the proper time, they're gone. Acting on leads takes the form of following up on leads and setting productive meetings with clients and potential clients. Proactive agents are those who understand the value of their time. Assign enough time is a must to each lead generation, follow-up, and meetings with clients. Being well prepared before the meeting, you are ready to field any question that clients may have. When a buyer raises an issue he or she has with the property, you are not thrown for a loop. In other words, you will be ready and able to address any issue before it raised. Useful agents show urgency, tenacity in dealing with the request of clients. Sorry, it looks like my spelling's a little off. So now we must begin with the end in mind. Deal with issues before they arise. Always keep a clear picture of the end goal. What you want to do is close deals and sell homes faster. The better you can organize your time, the more time you have available for clients, the more deals that are closed, and the faster you achieve your end goal. Keeping this in mind leads you to remove any obstacles to success. Make preparation to deal with issues before they arise. An effective agent can walk the seller through the process and show them the value of playing open cards rather than concealing any problems with the property. And what do I mean by that? An effective agent will walk through a home with buyers and with sellers and talk about issues maybe with the property and be transparent and be open instead of hiding it till the very end and then the potential of losing a deal, right? Hiding the potential problems is a stupid way of doing business, which could cost you a sale. Buyers ought to know about the issues from the start. The inspection will reveal these issues anyway. So why not opt to be upfront, as it's the better option anyway? Plus, it will go a long way to establishing a good relationship with buyer as well. An effective agent will also propose a solution to the issues. Based on recent research, one of the most sought after qualities the clients look for in a real estate agent is honesty. So keeping a policy of transparency with clients will bring you closer to that end goal. And here's a quote: "Trust is the glue of life. It's an essential ingredient in effective communication. It's the foundational principle that holds all relationships." Put first things first. Relationships before the sales. Okay? You must build relationships. Don't necessarily always look at the commission. Build those relationships, keep building relationships, and all the commissions will fall into place for you. An effective agent can put relationships first. Why? Easy. There can be no sales without good business relationships. If you poison the relationship, you will poison the sale. Cultivating the relationship is cultivating the sale. Good business relationships are about communication, where the timing of the communication is crucial. Select a time of day and channel, phone, email, text, that works for the client. Never leave them guessing. Also, never bring them news about the deal when it's too late to act upon it. Your clients want to know where they stand at all times. This will avoid any frustration. Clients shouldn't have to keep calling you, begging for information about their deal. You need to ask questions and be a great listener. This will enable you to prioritize what the clients prioritize. Are they looking for the quickest sale or for the highest price? Knowing their situation will enable you to give them appropriate options. Honor your client's time, so avoid canceling meetings last minute unless it is an emergency. If you value their time, I will value yours. Put the relationship before the commission. And here's a quote: "Be the light, not a judge. Be a model, not a critic." We must think and have our mindset on a win-win situation. Emphasize positives. Deal with the negatives. Any property will have certain pluses and minuses, pros and cons. Emphasize positive selling points by displaying them in their most attractive light. As for the negatives, an effective agent will not minimize them, but rather deal with them. Effective agents have a problem solver mindset. If you can bring solutions, you can turn negatives into positives. An effective agent has for this point a toolkit. He or she has a skill for taking great pictures, listing the property and staging the property in the most desirable way. Effective agents also always have a great attention to detail. They know that even minor changes can swing a client's final decision. A win-win mentality allows a good agent to realize that if the client wins, the agent wins. If the client gets a good sale or a great price, you as the agent get a good deal. Your success and their happiness are linked together. Knowing this, you will avoid trying to push a grudge purchase onto a buyer. Effective people are not a problem-minded. They're opportunity-minded. They feed opportunities and starve problems. Seek first to understand, then be understood. Knowledge driving negotiation. You've heard the saying, the customer is always right. Sounds cute, but it's kind of completely wrong. Sorry to burst anybody's bubbles. Without trying to sound too arrogant here, oftentimes the agent knows best. He or she has a superior understanding of the market in the process of buying and selling, or at least should be. After all, this is our job day in and day out, knowing all of this real estate stuff. But it does not mean that an effective agent will chuck out everything a client has to say. In fact, effective agents are more effective to the client's needs and adapt to specific needs. Understand the client's connection to the home they want to buy or sell. Learning everything you can about the client will enable you to provide viable options. You must know all you can about all things real estate, the overall market, the particular neighborhoods, the houses for sale, all the important statistics. Learn about innovations in business, architecture, and amenities. In the end, local knowledge about the individual property and location is of utmost importance. Clients will soon see you now what you're talking about, giving you an edge over any competition. If you have a genuine passion for your career, it will rub off on your clients, and they will want to make use of your services. So increase your passion with a greater understanding of your industry. The old saying sure can be applied in this case, knowledge is power. There's a quote. Motivation is the fire from within. If someone else tries to light that fire under you, it will burn briefly. What's that mean? My understanding of this is just we have to motivate ourselves. We have to get beyond a point where we're relying on other people to get us motivated. Because when other people try to motivate us, yes, it works, yes, it's effective, but it's only for a short period of time. You have to do what's right for you to keep yourself motivated and let that flame burn continuously. Synergism. Make the best use of your team and your tech. Effective real estate agents ally themselves with the best team for the job. Working with a well-known real estate agency is a great start. Obviously here at Exclusive Homes Realty, correct? If clients recognize you as part of a reputable company, the work of building a good business relationship is already on the right track. Regardless whether you're working for a bigger name brand agency or not, you can still empower yourself by building a robust business network. You can work in a mutually beneficial relationship with some home inspectors, appraisers, attorneys, buyers, sellers, investors. All can benefit from the marketing process. So invest into sharing good referrals across the board. The best real estate agents realize the need for a marketing plan, which extends beyond your team and stretches into the use of your technology. Well-run websites and social media streams are a primary source of leads and referrals. Great agents don't leave it to an IT guy. They are knowledgeable and invest in internet-based marketing themselves. Get your business running tightly so you can focus on closing more deals. Evaluate your current systems, look for ways to improve efficiency, and streamline where possible to save time and money. And here's a pretty good quote I found. Most entrepreneurs have a tendency towards independence. They like to do things on their own. But if you go to the Entrepreneur of the Year meetings every year, you'll see those who win consistently win as a team. And I love this quote here, team. Together, everybody achieves more. And then down the bottom here, I have great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. Sharpen the saw. Keep an upward trajectory of self-improvement. Aside from the principles of professionalism above, top real estate agents are often self-starters. They have an entrepreneurial commitment to getting better at what they do. They work on their self-confidence and maintain a positive attitude. They know how to be assertive without stepping on the client's toes. They make an effort to engage with people. They begin to invest in themselves. They work on their physical appearance, and they're presentable at all times. It is available to all agents to improve their trade. You can learn from the top real estate performers in the industry. And while this certainly means that you can approach other agents, meet with them, and learn from them, there are some amazing books and web posts. Heck, use commuting time in between client meetings to listen to audiobooks and podcasts. This helps keep a positive mind, and you will be learning at the same time. In these ways, you can be mentored, even if you can't get one-on-one with inspiring industry leaders. Great agents are good at managing their time, energy, and attention. And this ought to include taking a holistic approach, looking at personal well-being issues such as exercise, diet, and even a healthy family time. There is no effectiveness without hard work, but by following these steps, you can enjoy a long career as a highly effective real estate agent. Remember, success takes time. Live out your imagination, not your history. What does that mean? What you see yourself doing, what you see yourself going forward in the future, focus on that. Stay true to that. Whatever has happened to you in the past, you can't change it. That's why it's called history. But what you can certainly do is learn from it and make better decisions. Let's stay motivated. Let's stay positive and let's stay motivated. So I gathered 5 ways to stay motivated as a real estate agent. 1, just keep swimming. When life gets you down, you know what you got to do. You got to keep swimming. The current might be bad, but you got to keep going. Action is the key to everything. Take one small step, one action every day that can move you from paralyzed to motivated. Get out of the office. Samuel R. Somers, a professor at psychology at Tufts University, said that changing your environment can lead to a burst of fresh thinking and increased drive. So get out of the office, even if you're working from home for a few hours every day. Work from a Starbucks, or if weather is conductive, a park. We don't want to work at Starbucks right now because they're closed, but maybe get outside, get out back on your lanai, get some fresh air, but continue to work and get away from your norm, right? Breaking up that routine opens your mind to entertain ways to remain productive. Number 3, what are you streaming? What are you listening to? Who are you talking to? You know, at 8:45, Miguel tells us every morning about not listening to the news, not watching the news stations, right? And that's so true. Motivation can come from music, books, and videos as well. Set aside some time every day to catch the motivation bug from some of the best coaches, both past and present. You may want to write these down because these 3 are great. The late Zig Ziglar's classic, Better Than Good. Creating a life you can't wait to live will pump you up to new heights. Gary Keller's Shift, How Top Real Estate Agents Tackle Tough Times, is at the top of our list of books to curl up with at night. In the car, it's always Tony Robbins for me, especially Unlimited Power, the new science of reasonable personal achievement. Sure, it's old, but it's still quite effective at kicking our motivation into higher gears. And you may have some personal ones, but I feel that when you're in the car, you should be listening to positive podcasts, upbeat music, motivational CDs, quotes, whatever. And then when you have time, watch some positive videos. Number 4, this is pretty norm for everybody when they get into a rut, right? We question ourselves at times, oh, why am I having bad luck? Why am I not completing these sales? Why is nobody answering the phones? But theory says we just have to go back to the basics, right? Don't try to overthink it, oversmart the system, right? We have to think back on your career at a time when business was booming, right? What were you doing when they brought you the results? What were you doing? What were the habits you were doing when results were there, right? Maybe we've got away from that. For instance, if it was for sale by owners that brought in the money, go after them again. Set a goal around the activity, such as going after more for sale by owner business. In downtime, it's always best to brush up on your skills that brought you business previously. So if you're stuck somewhere, if you're not having the momentum you had at one point, just go back to the basics. It's simple. And then 5, realize that pain is a motivator. Pain is a motivator. We always seek action to move away from pain towards pleasure. If you've been in the business for any time at all, you know that there can be plenty of pain. If you can transform that into motivation, you're going to lock in success. What sort of real estate agent motivation is driving you? What goal have you set for yourself in your business that would bring the most pain if you don't achieve it? There's a warrior inside you. The warrior is the one who can face anything and storm through it. Put your feet on the floor every morning, consistently. Thank you, everybody.